Good girl, Fancy.
Fancy had her first one. A big buckling. She had it out here in the shed.
Not a good place.
It's little chocolate red with a belt. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Duke Country Farm. We have a new baby. Fancy had her baby late in the night, Saturday night, and we had checked her. Her due date was actually Friday, and we checked her all day Friday. I had her in the barn. Here in Oklahoma, we've had tremendous rain. Saturday, we got 5 inches before noon. And so we've had a lot of flooding. The barn's flooded, water came in, so I'm going to have to clean the barn out. But anyway, all day, the goats has been in here. They were in here most of the time over the weekend. And I think they were in here Friday and Friday night. But anyway, Saturday, it just poured so bad. But I had checked Fancy because Fancy's due date was actually Friday. And she acted fine, normal, nothing out of the ordinary. And so Saturday, we watched her all day long. She was mostly in the barn because of the rain. And so I had to leave Saturday evening. And when I come home about, I think it was about 9:30, I could hear, when I drove up to the house, I could hear the goats hollering. And I just assumed Bruce might not have fed them because they're used to having grain. But anyway, I came out to check them, and Fancy was in labor, and this baby's hooves was out dry, and its little nose was, just the tip of its nose was out, and its tongue was hanging out, which their tongue hangs out a lot of times anyway. But with the hooves dry, I thought the baby was dead. And so I didn't record us pulling this baby out. It's huge. We thought Fancy was going to have twins. No, she had one buckling, humongous, beautiful little buckling. But anyway, I got him pulled, and without hurting Mom or anything like that. And its little head was swollen all the way around here. You know, its head was tremendous. That's why she was having trouble having the baby. But anyway, his head was huge, but he is huge. That's the only one she had. She didn't have twins. She had one big buckling. Let me show you this cute baby. Now he's a dark chocolate, and he is Bo's. He is Bo's baby. For when we had Bo in with her, she was only with Bo. But anyway, so he's got dark chocolate. Now Bo does have the darker red, and Fancy here is red, but the bottom of her legs is a dark brown. So anyway, he's got some moon spots on him. See the moon spots, the darker spots on the brown? But he is very healthy. Jazzy, hush. Very, very healthy. And she done wonderful and just such a good mama. Now, we have one mama left, Miss Ruby. Now, her actual due date that I have her down is actually Friday, but she is so big. She's on the smaller side of the boer breed. She may get larger, but she's almost 1.5 years, but she's on the smaller side. I do have her locked up here in the barn, and she's been locked up with Fancy this whole time just because she's just humongous. She is trying to have a small prolapse, so I'm really, really watching that. So far, it's not bad, and it shouldn't prevent her from having these babies, but here she is. She's laying outside. Now, y'all, this place is so muddy, but it is from all the rain. But Miss Ruby here, look how big. This girl is huge. It's so wide. Yes, there is. So, she's next, and she's our last one, and that will end our spring kidding. So, I'm really thinking as big as she was, which she was bigger than Fancy. I think she has twins. And so I'm really nervous about her just because she is on the smaller side of the boer breed. And I hope she doesn't have any problems. But she has a gorgeous bag. Can you get up, girl? Now her prolapse, which I will not show that. It only happens when she's laying down. As soon as she gets up, it goes back in. So she shouldn't have any problems having these babies, but it can, let me get out of the wind, it can cause problems if it gets too large. But so far, it doesn't stay out, and she's doing good. So let me show you the rest of the herd. Let me show you Tilly's little boy. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's gonna make somebody a good little show goat. So we're going to band him. We're going to dehorn him. And Ashlyn's going to start training him. Even though she will not show him, she is going to start training him, put him on show feed. He's just built wonderful. Now, Tilly was the one goat. If y'all remember, she worked with Tilly. Tilly come from a line of show does to show her, and she's the one that got bred through the fence, and so we ended up not being able to show her. Today's video is brought to you by granddaughter. It is black soldier fly larva, and each packet is 100% customer satisfaction. So in 30 days, you can send it back at no charge. And the larva is grown by 100% plant-based. So we're going to try it for the first time. I'm going to let my chickens try it for the first time. So let's see if they like it. Yay, chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Y'all like it? Look at there. Look at there. What you think? What you think? Huh? Do you like it? You like it? They're not sure about them. Are you not sure? Try them. They're good. They're good. They're not sure about them. They've never been fed black larvae. They're not sure. You're not sure, girls? All right, let's go try them on the Seramas. Girls, I got you something. Look. You want to try them? They don't see them. The little white one is trying it. As you can see, my chickens has never been fed that. They were a little hesitant at first, but they did eat it. So if you're interested in purchasing granddaughter, I'll leave a link in the description. This is Tilly's little boy. Now he is muddy just from it being so muddy. Hey guy, would you been asleep? Have you been asleep? Can I get you out so the people can see you? Let's get out of the bucket, okay? This is, we haven't named him yet. So this is Tilly's little boy. So Tilly is registered because she did come out of a show does, but he will not be registered. But all this is just mud. Yes, there's Mama. She's been a good mama to him. So we are going to take his horns off when they come in and band him probably around 12 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks we'll have him banded. Oh, he's peeing at the moment. But Miss Tilly, this is her second freshening, and she had one doling the last time, and she had one buckling this time. So she may be just going to be a one baby goat. No, get down. Girl, you're going to have to learn not to jump on me. You are so muddy. But y'all excuse the dirt. But oh, he's gorgeous. He is going to make a wonderful show buck. But everyone else, girl, you're going to have to stop. We are going to have to break her from this. No. But all the other girls are doing good. This lot is so muddy. Now they do have some dry there. We've got to get hay this evening. Got babies laying there. Some there. These girls here. Now this was the girl that got her horns broken off. Doing wonderful. It's healing really well. The skin is starting to heal over. Hopefully the horns won't grow back. But anyway, these two come out of a show herd. They're not registered, but their parents were show material. So I'm anxious to get these bred this fall, and we will breed them to bow, see what kind of show kids we get out of them. So I'm anxious for that. But the rest of these girls, everybody's doing good, trying to stay dry. Now we are having severe storms coming in this evening. We're supposed to have rain all this week and part of next week. So this place is going to be an absolute muddy mess. But anyway, we're going to try to get a bale of hay in here before it comes in raining, before it gets too muddy to get in the lot, which is muddy. But if it rains before we can, it's going to be extremely muddy. But this is all that's left of that hay, the big hay bale that they were getting the leaves off of. What y'all doing? Good morning. This is her, one of her babies. What you doing, Jewel? No, this is Jewel's mom, Josie. Sorry. And Josie's little baby. Her other little baby, I'm not sure where he's at. But anyway, everybody's doing good and growing. Fixing to start weaning these. Hey girl, boy, now this is a little buckling. This is a solid black. Well, he's the one that has the white and the brown on one side. This girl's following me around still, trying to jump on me. So here's a bunch of the babies. They are growing. Now this little black one, this one's the little doling. And this one's a little doling. And that one over there is a doling. And those two are bucklings. But anyway, we sold another one, little doling over the weekend. We sold the black and white dapple doling. They picked her up Saturday evening. So we got all of some of those. So we'll have these. We're deciding on which dolings of these we want to keep. I'm going to wait until Ruby has her babies before I make a final decision of which ones we want to keep. Now the ones that we have sold, we made that decision a long time ago to sell to this couple that has bought, that was their third one from us this year. So we'd already promised those. They are, she got wonderful dolings. I mean, absolutely, probably the best dolings that we have she got. So I'm really anxious to see how they grow out and how they do. But anyway, everybody's doing good in the mud, but we're surviving all of this. I have my rubber boots on. You can't come out here without rubber boots. It's too muddy. But Bo and Sparky's doing really well out here. Aren't you guys? So we will start our fall breeding in a few months with our older does that had their babies. Now I would like to, I told Bruce, I think I want to breed everybody at one time instead of having 2 different breeding sessions. I think I want to breed everybody we're keeping at one time and divide them up. I need to decide who I want with who, what does I want with which of these males. I think we are using Sparky one more time, one more season. I'm sorry, y'all, my hair, the wind is, but anyway, we're going to use Sparky one more season, or this fall, and then we will put him up for sale. And the reason is, to get out of this mud, the reason is we are planning on keeping some of his dolings because we just fell in love with some of his dolings. Okay, I got back in the barn. It's just too windy out there. I don't know if you can hear me with the wind. But anyway, we'll start our fall breeding this in a few months with the does that had their babies month before last, and get those taken care of. And then these ones here and the ones that's miscarried and all of that, we will wait a few months later. I wanted to have one breeding season instead of 2 different ones and waiting in between, but it's not going to work out with my herd. I know the more you get, it's harder to work them out that way unless we delay our older ones from having babies, and I prefer not to do that. But anyway, so we're going to start in I'm not sure. I need to figure it out because of vacation time and all that. I don't want them kidding anywhere close to when we go on vacation this fall. And so anyway, we'll breed around our schedule on that, and then we'll breed again. Probably these girls here that now, and the ones that miscarried, and the ones that's just a year old now. They will probably be our spring babies. Later spring, and the other older ones is going to be back in the winter season. I kind of like that better. I know we went past the cold season this year to have our babies because the winter before we bred when it was super cold. But between the two, I think I would rather have it when it's super cold, just because it's easier. It's not as rainy here and messy and all that, and so I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do this year. So anyway, we got Ruby left. Miss Ruby, you're the only girl left. But her due date is actually Friday, this coming Friday. So she has 4 more days. If she makes it, I don't know. Fancy went a day over her due date. So we hope Ruby don't. We hope Ruby has twins and not just one, because we will have problems with her having it because she is so big. So I really am hoping she has twins. I think she has twins. So anyway, I wanted to do a new update. Mama's wonderful, baby's wonderful, and everybody's doing good. Miss Ruby, we'll see you in a day or 2. Thanks for watching.